let's talk about measles, mumps, and rubella, or the MMR vaccine. So these three diseases are known as pretty common childhood diseases. Like, most people got them as a child, and it was pretty lucky if you didn't get one of these three diseases at least once during your childhood. They were not fun, they were not the vibe, they were largely survivable, but they could cause a lot of later issues, particularly later ear infections, pneumonia, and encephalomyelitis, which is the inflammation of the myelin sheaths in your brain. So brain inflammation, not good. Those are caused by measles. Rubella is similar to measles, but it can cause issues in pregnancy. If a pregnant mother gets measles, it could cause a lot of bad things to happen to the babies. And mumps usually didn't have that many long-term effects that I'm aware of, but they were not fun. They caused swelling here. That was like the main characteristic of it. Fortunately, these diseases are not a big issue anymore. You know why? Because of vaccines. This is why we vaccinate our children. These three diseases, due to the MMR vaccine, have been pretty much eradicated, at least in the Western world. They're not a problem anymore. Except, due to the anti-vaccination movement, they're making a comeback. Who would have thought that once people decide to stop vaccinating their children, the diseases that the vaccines prevent would start coming back? It's crazy, isn't it? Seeing that with a lot of diseases other than MMR. There's also chicken pox is coming in strong. While again, usually not fatal, can lead to a lot of spicy things like shingles. And polio is making a comeback as well. That's a bad one. So polio vaccine, very important, because that one is often fatal, and if not fatal, can cause very spicy long-term effects. And we don't want these diseases to come back because they're so easily preventable by just a little vaccine. Just a little stab, and we're all done. We don't need to have these diseases coming back because they're pretty much eradicated. We've reached herd immunity in the population for these diseases, but now we are decreasing below the threshold needed for herd immunity, so they're making a comeback. Vaccinate your fucking kids.